knowledge management, we have, studied about learning and training development. Now, this is a systematic training design. That how you should design training programs for your employees, because every organization wants to give or train its employees in such a manner that the results should be positive, and the employee must be able to apply or implement what they have learned in their job or task. Because if you are providing training sessions and your employees are not able to learn, then it can be, we can say, worthless for the organization. Because training programs are only arranged or designed with an objective that what the employees are learning, it must be implemented in their working, in their job or task, so that the work done by them can be more effective and efficient. Now, how you should go for a good training design or systematic training design? Let's come to it. Point 1 says conducting needs assessment. Very correct. First of all, until unless you be knowing about your need, that why training is required. Why we should train, design or create training, arrange training sessions for our employees. For this, an analysis should be done on 3 levels. Organizational analysis, organization should be analyzed. Person analysis, your employees should be analyzed. And task analysis, the task or job which they are doing, should be analyzed. Because if we are not doing proper analysis, then finding out the need is very difficult. We will be not able to find out the need. Because analysis is the only method, tool or technique which tells us about our need, that what is being required. So conducting needs assessment is very important. It should be done on organizational level, person level and task level. Moving to the next, ensuring employees' readiness for training. How much your employee are ready to get trained? Are they? Because if they are not ready to get trained, then arranging training programs is, not good. Because they will be, when they are not ready to learn, then they will be not even ready to apply their learnings or training into their job. Because readiness is very important. It can be connected with their attitudes and motivation, or we can say their basic skills. Because their attitude and motivation level shows that whether your employees are ready to learn, you are having a encouraged and motivated workforce or not. And if it is not like that, then arranging or designing training session is useless, worthless. Point 3, creating a learning environment. Yes, organizational environment should be such that it should promote learning. Your employees should themselves come up for training sessions. They must ask the owner or employer that please conduct some training sessions for us. We want to learn about this. We want to learn about that. Creating a learning environment should be, created after deciding your learning objectives. Meaningful material should be provided. Practice time should be given to them. Proper feedback should be taken. Community of learning must be created. Modeling should be done. Changes or modifications and program administration. Your training sessions, your training program should be properly monitored and administered. It doesn't mean that we have organized or arranged training programs for an employee, but they are not monitored or administered, so things are going as they, as they feel like. Things are not going in a systematic and proper manner. And this can be only done when your training programs are properly administered and monitored. Point 4 says ensuring transfer of training. Yes. We don't have to transfer training, we have to transfer learning from training. That it should be ensured. It should be, make sure that yes, what the trainer or what the instructor is telling about, that has been totally transferred to the employees. Because if training does not ensure transfer, then training sessions are again worthless, useless. And it can be done through self-management, peer and manager support. Yes, one can manage learning, transfer training on his own behalf, or he can take the help of peer and manager support. Because it's not compulsory that what percentage I have learned, same percent must be learned by you also. It can happen that one has learned 70%, other has only 30%. But we can learn from each other that how to perform that particular task and what was the tool, how what instructions were given during the training session can be asked. Coming to the next, developing an evaluation plan. Now an evaluation plan should be developed that whatever you have instructed or the instructor have instructed during the training programs, whether they were adopted, whether they were learned, whether they are clear to everyone or not, because unless you are having an evaluation plan, this thing cannot happen. No. If the purpose of developing an evaluation plan is only this, that we should come to know what are the results of our training sessions. Identify learning outcomes. In this, while you are developing an evaluation plan, identify learning outcomes, choose evaluation design, plan cost benefit analysis. This all what you have to do is when you are developing an evaluation plan. You have to identify your learning outcomes, you have to choose your evaluation design, and also think about cost benefit analysis, that whether whatever you are investing, you are also deriving some cost out. Point 6, selecting training methods. Now it's the time to select whether you want to go for traditional training method or you want to go for modern training methods, or you can say traditional or e-learning. Point 7, monitoring and evaluating the program. Now evaluating the program and monitoring the program. For this we have to conduct evaluation, make changes if required to improve the program. So this is what is systematic training design. That how you can go for systematic, properly arranged training sessions, because giving or providing training sessions is not enough. How systematic they are, and they are organized as per the need and requirement of the organization, of the workforce, of the task or job required. Only conducting the sessions, only conducting the training program, no, it's not at all effective. That yes, to make the things clear to the external parties or to the employees that we have conduct training programs, rather than those training programs are useful for the employees or not, and they can be applicable or implemented in their work or not. So this doesn't happen. No. What we have to do is we have to, when we are going for training programs, we are developing or giving training sessions to our employees, then that should be done in a very proper manner, in a very systematic manner. Only giving training is not, a solution. The training should be such that it can be directly applied or implemented in making the work more effective and efficient. Moving to the next. Now this is simply a T diagram which is telling us about that how we should analyze, design, develop, implement and evaluate our training program. First of all, we have to go for analysis, as I have told you in the chart in the previous PPT, that first of all we have to analyze our needs of the organization, needs of the employee, needs of the task or job. Then we should design the training program. Then we should develop a proper program out of it, a clear-cut or final program out of it. Then that training program or training section should be implemented, and then it should be evaluated. All these 5 points or steps are interconnected. If you miss any of the step, then your objectives or your goals will not be achieved. So what we have to do is we have to keep this in mind that you should not skip any of the point, because skipping any of the point will lead you that you will be getting nothing out of your training sessions. All those 5 points and what I have told in my previous slide about systematic training design, all this has to be kept into mind very clearly. Because until unless you will be keeping all these things into your mind very clearly, then you will be not able to design systematic training sessions for your employees. And when you are not able to provide systematic training to the employees, then nothing is left. Nothing is left. What you do, because when training is not proper, then how the results will be proper? Will be not having proper results. Then your money and your time both are wasted. So to avoid such thing, these 2 slides must be considered into mind, and proper concern and attention should be given. Now these are the questions, because many times it happens that many questions arise into our mind. Many things about any particular task or topic can be asked. So these are the 3 questions which I thought important regarding what we have studied in this session. Why is it important to systematically design training? Why? As I told earlier also, because if training is not being designed systematically, step by step in a proper manner, then you will be not able to achieve your objectives. It will be totally a waste of money and time. What are the limitations of the ISD and ADT models? What are the limitations or disadvantages of these 2 models? Sometimes it happens that you see one face of the point, but you left the second face unturned. So might be possible that these 2 models must be having some limitations also. So we have to identify those limitations. What are those? What should you do in practice? In our regular working, in our regular practice, what should we do or want? This is the last question, because until unless you are having a regular practice of adopting something, of having training sessions, training programs for your employees, then arranging those programs after many years or for a few years, then it is very difficult. So if you want to have a very effective and efficient training sessions for your employees, then you should make it a practice that providing regular training sessions to your employees. So this was all what was there about training in this session. Now, when we come to next topic,